So it is time for our continuation of the adventures of Berazap, the Lightning Witch. My goal for today is going to be to finish Act 2 because or not Act 2, finish Act 1 because I haven't even done anything since my last stream. This is stream recorded like 2 weeks later. So our goal is finish Act 1, get to introduction of Act 2 out of the way, then I'm going to come back to Act 1 and we're going to get a lore dump. Gonna do a lore dump. Because we lore dump. Okay, where am I? Oh yeah, that's right. We have beaten Brutus, and it is time for us to go through Prisoner's Gate to Act 2. It's gonna be actually pretty good, quick thing. Because Tarkley wants us to clear the path to the forest so he can actually go hunt important things. Bzz, bzz. Alright. First we got some flaming doggies in our way. Oh, right. What is this? Surge? Okay. Been a while. Lightning bolts. Yum. Enemy sustains here. Oh, right. I do have zombies, and I should summon my zombies. Got horror cam today. Because I realized that there is, in fact, a corner where horror cam can be and be minimally intrusive on gameplay. This is my buff bar up here, so it's not a big deal to have it covered. People talking to me through secondary sources, aka not Mixer chat. I'm sorry, I will not be able to check chat during gameplay. I only have Mixer up. So hey, you Mixer people, good on ya. I stroke my less than magnificent beard. Oh gosh, I forgot how slow default lightning warp was. I need to put some... That really, hi camera, needs some... Nope, come on, let me... There we go. Just checking the thing. Yep. It's Elrond! Yay!
God bless you on this fine day, Exile.
God bless you too!
My prayers are answered. None too soon, neither.
I should have killed the things first.
It's simple. God has sent you to help me look after the gods. The few remaining islands of faith in the sea of sin. The corrupted, they hunger to see faith gone for good. Chewed up and spat out by the nightmare. Not while you and I live and breathe, right, Exile? This here island of faith has been made home sweet home by a small horde of corrupted filth. It falls to you and I to cleanse and claim this place in the name of God. Steal your entrails, Exile. You're about to get your hands dirty.
So, that was some excitement wherein I talked to someone early and I don't want to interrupt the dialogue, and that intro I think you only get once. I don't think he'll ever say it again. So this is Arion. He is another... Ooh, level up. It's another teacher like... No, not Tarkley. Crap, I forget the name of the... of Akuna Matata. As I was saying for last set. And, his shtick is where I can't remember his name at all. The other guy is based around you run the mini dungeon, fight the thing, get the soul, exit the dungeon. This guy, he's all about these relics. Most of them, or sometimes it's feed the relic, other times it's defend the relic. Sometimes you actually have to kill relics that have already been corrupted. And I need to remember to look at the camera, not my preview window. Ha!
That was some damn divine slaughter you delivered there, Crusader. You did God proud today. You come visit me in Line Eyes Watch next time you're there, for I'm more crusading where that came from.
I like Elrond. I like Elrond more than I like the other guy. Only because the other guy is Karwi, and I don't like the Karwi. Bad goat. Bad goat.
This is for your own.
Eh. 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 You guys are assholes. Lightning bolts, you're assholes too. Everything over there is assholes. So, our easy route to the forest just is now that. So much for that plan. I forgot to double check my frickin' route through this, because I have actually gone through to make sure I got all my important stuff through this. I think I'm going that. And if not, I have regret ready. So we have to find another way to the forest. Which will get us to the actual Act 1 boss. Is that the Burning Menace? Yep. Yeah, Hellions are kind of jerks just because they light the ground on fire whenever they die. Some of the later ones really hurt. Ooh, coral ring. What rings do I have? Powers? No. Sapphires. Okay. You magic? No. Scroll of Wisdom. Flat energy shield's nice. Life gain for each enemy hit by my attacks. I have a lot of attacks. Because that's each individual, like, tick, strike that my sparks do. Counts for that. Also, I need to remember to resummon my zombies because they just got wrecked. Here. Part of the reason I wanted to get Horcam up today is because I'm kind of discovered I'm not necessarily the most talkative individual at all times. Especially since I need to remember to slow down the rate at which I talk, because I talk very fast. And whenever I have dead air, I'm kind of usually bouncing around, so I figured I'll let that be its thing instead of letting dead air be dead air entirely. You can laugh as I play the game through the preview window for a second. Now, I could run around and try to get up there the hard way, but I can teleport now, so screw you. I do what I want. Give me back my Zambi. Need more Zambis. That's gonna be lightning strikes here, and it's stop, 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 stop. I am the superior mage. I will out you. What does Devin call? Devin calls it freeming. I am the freemer, the bringer of freem. What are you doing right here? Oh wait, no, you're not. We're not at the ledge. You're not the ledge guy. I was thinking of the ledge guy when I said that. Lightning orb. Yay! What do I got on? I got velvet slippers, chain gloves, so I need good gloves, basic circlet, and okay. Well, this chainmail tunic might be better, but I'd be hard pressed to wear it, as I was thinking as I. There's my key for that. It's like, this shouldn't be highlighted all the time. No necklace. Remake my dudes. Yeah, my zombies are going to stop being remotely decent really soon. The point where they functioned well as meat shields will pass. Bzz. Ah, God, I forgot how bad this filter was for silver coins. That's painful. I did not want those red boots. Go away. I am not an assassin. That being said, I might actually start wearing the hybrid evasion energy shield stuff a little bit later, depending on A, if I have the dex for it. Get back in the window here. That's enough stretching. And B, how do I want to phrase this? So equipment has slots. We've been over this. And that's what you use to equip your gems and your support gems. Well, later on in my build, I'm going to have a lot of projectile modifiers. And most support gems that modify projectiles, like increase damage, increase speed, nice and alk. It's pretty good. and the like, those are usually green. So like multiple projectiles. If I wanted to have my spark fire more sparks, is green. And there's not a lot of. I kind of lucked out with that being a dual green. You know, this is pretty uncommon. You know, and in theory, I'd want this to have 3 with another effect, and just gonna kind of fire my little electro shotgun. Except you can't shotgun in this game. Ooh. That was unfortunate. Oh, that's a rock. So my sparks are bouncing off of it. I was like, man, that guy got hit by a lot of those. Let's work. Grab that before it kills my zombies. Yes, Mysterious Harbingers roam Rayclast and Orioth. For the whole one area in the world that is Orioth. Apparently they made Harbingers faster. Like, faster encounters. I read that in the patch notes today. Oh good, and I remember to hit the recording button. So I forget things that are important to me like that. Yeah, I'm just spamming Ice Knows what's up. Damn it, I just came up here to fight you. You elementally resistant bastards. Rawhide, that's gonna be just evasion. That's hybrid. No, that's armor, right? Scale boots. Scale is armor evasion. Remake my crappy zombies. Fire some sparks out there. Sparks are still doing their job. Oop, armor scrap. Numb. I always want more currency items. Like Brigandine. Box. Oh. Tribal Mall. Alright, this should be towards the end. Oh, look, and a Harpy. I'm coming down here. Is that a lightning nova? That's cool. Oh yeah, I have Quicksilver flasks I need to be using. God damn it. If you guys want to path your way down here, that would be great. Harpy, where are you at, by the way? You already dead? I just want to look at your name. No. What is that, like... Squatting guy, I eat. Woo! And that teleport is not as quick as I need it to be. I can't wait till I get the gems that make that better. Engineer shard. Don't know what that does. And some chaos shards. Chaos shards are important. Chaos orbs are really good. So I became really close to death just because I was trying to be fun. I was like squatting guy, and then there was like an eye, like a square eye. Let me. How do I want to orientate my foremost? This is that kind of on my face. Cameras are hard. I want you to know this. There we go. I don't know. Either way, he murdered my zombies because I let him. Oh my! That's okay. We now have one of my personal favorite design zones, the ship graveyard. It's not the most like amazing looking thing. It's another beach because we haven't seen 1, 2, 3, like what, 4 beaches already. Maybe 4 if you count Tidal Island as a beach.
Sirens appear to be dining well.
But I think it's a neat looking beach. That's a really quick waypoint. Usually have to go farther in for the waypoint, which means okay, there's the graveyard cave. Kill some runners. And there's these guys, the Spectral Corsairs. Oh, these ones don't have Flicker Strike. It's the is it the cave ones that do? Maybe the cave ones have Flicker Strike. And level up. Ah, damn! I forgot how early in the game I was. Let's see, I think. Do I go through? this or this? Because I want this one. Yeah, Whispers of Doom for an additional curse. My build is going to use a lot of curses. I'm not sure I'd say it's a curse-centric build, per se, but they will be very important for how I have this planned out in my head. Specifically, I'm going to try to run triple Blasphemy, if you're a Path of Exile veteran and know what that means. If not, you'll see when we get there. When I get the Blasphemy support gem and my actual curses, it should make a little more sense. I don't know when you get Blasphemy. Is that not until Act 3? I hope not. That'd be unfortunate. Both curses I plan on running aren't even blue, so that's gonna be fun, because Blasphemy is, but I'm gonna need a red, green, green, blue linked tertiary armor item, like boots or something, for my core piece. And I'm not sure if there's any helmet, gloves, or boots. These can have your 4 links. That's a unique that will complement that, either by lowering the amount of mana they'll reserve, or just in general, like socketed aura gems have a perk. Maybe one has Blasphemy by default, I don't know. I'll have to do some research on that. But I have a plan. Which, after your first character in Path of Exile, heck, even for your first character for Path of Exile, try to have a plan. Because this game, later on, can get really unfair. Gets really mean and is not afraid to punish you for not having a plan and just kind of wildly jumping around the tree.
Calm is gone. Our king has taken our finest 500 warriors and descended into the depths of Rayclast. He spoke to us of a vision, a gift from the ancestors. Calm has been deceived. The vision was a gift from the Black Spirit. It has conquered Calm. The Black Spirit has conquered the Karui way. Hyri has made ready her canoes. We will take those that are left, 500 forgotten families, and carry them back to their true homes. Back to Ngā Makanui. Calm's promises have led us into nightmare. Hyri will lead us back to the dawn.
It's one of the... I think it's one of the earliest recorded instances of them calling it the Nightmare. It's a weird concept that's kind of integral to the background of what the hell was going on Rayclast. And I don't even know that much about it. I haven't paid attention to the lore too much. I tried. I've kind of hit that point where I skipped over a lot of the side stuff because I just got into my full Diablo like, I'm just gonna start killing everything now. Have a nice day. Yeah, so that should be the next zone. Okay, I am looking for a person now, because there is a person here. That'll be Merveil's Caverns. That'll be, that's the last area for Act 1 officially. Like my vain attempt to try to pretend that's the Warden was. I think I called him the Butcher earlier. Had Diablo 1 on the mind when I started this playthrough, so of course I would. Although the Butcher is far, far earlier than frickin' the Warden is. I guess because the Warden's name has a B in it. Forget. I am sure when I do my lore dump later, which is going to be going back to the Act 1 town and talking to all the NPCs through all their dialogue options. We'll be going back soon enough for another quickie stop in to say hi, because we will be getting some completed quests. You actually complete a quest for walking into Merveil's Caverns. And you can go back to, I think Nessa's who you turn it into, and she's like, oh, you're gonna go there. Well, let me give you a cookie to try to not die. I think that'll be our first curse. I think that's the last gem we get in Act 1, and I might buy some others to round out some openings. Because there's 2 skills I don't have yet I'm going to be using actively that I want slotted in to start getting experience, at least. Oh, you get Frenzy. Go away. And those will be something I want to try to grab. Where the hell are you, man? Wait, is this the curving by your... There you are.
Calm stands before us and looks out to the raging sea. He sings, calls, screams to our ancestors to come to our aid. He offers them gifts of old, a feast of heart and mind, muscle and marrow, cooked in the fire and rock of this angry land. We have not practiced. Calm stands before us.
I didn't mean to reset it. I actually wanted to read this one.
Sea. He sings, calls, screams to our ancestors to come to our aid. He offers them gifts of old, a feast of heart and mind, muscle and marrow, cooked in the fire and rock of this angry land. We have not practiced these ways in so many years. Only in the darkest of times, most desperate of times, do we perform these oldest of rituals. Only here and now may we sacrifice and consume our own. Only in our king can we trust this return to our ancient selves.
That's an interesting ritual. And said we're clearly in a land of magic, so there's probably some basis for one that actually did something practical for them. As we know from the other carving, it didn't work. The guy who wrote these, he took his people with someone else, and they went home. They went back to Nakamagnan and said, "Screw it, we're not dealing with this shit. This place is evil, or we're not trying this." Hey, Fairgraves.
Frankly, I would have been surprised if you hadn't recognized me. Yes, 'tis I, Captain Sigmund Fairgraves, wave tamer, pirate bane, and conveyor of civilization to barbaric lands. So, what am I doing here? Apart from blowing my own bugle? I'm marooned, languishing, thanks to a pair of pretty blue eyes. Stuck fast in the filthy mud of Rayclast, thanks to one sultry little slave girl. I liberated her from the flesh pits of Trathus, and she repaid me in full with sleight of hand and swift feet. Turned the coat of my first mate, took my hard-earned all-flame, and with it the wind out of my sails. Find my all-flame, I beg of you. Till I feel its warmth again, I'm trapped here, high and dry, until the sun's final setting.
No, okay. We're gonna take a second to actually talk to Fairgraves, because he's out here in the middle of nowhere. Let's say hi.
I hunted the vagaries of a near-forgotten myth to a shattered cathedral in the Inner Empire. I took the all-flame and encased it within a lantern of pure silver, the only element it seemed incapable of consuming. Oh, the all-flame does many a marvelous thing in the hands of one who knows how to harness its power. Oh, banish any thoughts of using it for yourself. It would burn you alive.
So he wants a powerful MacGuffin, and only he knows how to use it. I think Captain Fairgraves is implied to be the man who brought the Exiles to Rayclast, however long ago it was. Because time and gameplay does not reflect time in world. I don't know how time in world works, but I know between Act 1 and 6, apparently several months have passed. So, we might have already technically been here for a month or 3. I don't know that for a fact. That might come up more in the lore dump later.
My loveliest neighbor in this most salubrious of neighborhoods. Facing Merveil and finding my All-Flame are two mutually exclusive endeavors. I'd much prefer you to live to see your errand fulfilled. Although it is possible that my wayward slave girl fell prey to one of Merveil's slithering progeny. If that be the case, you look resourceful enough to handle a tentacled wench or two. But if Merveil herself has my flame, be very wary. That necklace of hers provides the old siren with some subtle wiles indeed.
What do you mean?
If the history books are to be believed, Doreso the Daring presented the necklace to Merveil on bended knee. And from the moment he placed that little chunk of Rayclass to her throat, Merveil began to sing. It's told her sweet voice grew to fill even the largest concert halls of Oriath, and brought warmth to even the coldest of hearts. But then she began to change. Her mind and body twisted, as did her songs. Well, the sweetness remained, while the sanity fled. Knowing what little I do about the powers that lie dormant here in Rayclast, I surmise that if you have Merveil's necklace, you have the siren's voice.
Now, if I remember right, Merveil's necklace is actually a unique item in this game that you can get as a random drop.
May fair winds favor you.
Now, what that means for lore-wise, well, we'll probably get more about that during the lore dump. We haven't really talked about Merveil in town yet, so the fact that we have her name already implies other things. Like, I guess we were supposed to go back to town after getting it blocked off and be like, Tarkley, the route through is blocked. What do we do? Please, I am incapable of my own action. Oh, wait, here I am. So yeah, those are actually sirens in this game. What that means, I have no idea. Hi, brines, go away. Plate vest. Okay, it's bugging me. I'm gonna take half a second to verify my build. Reference material. Nope. Oh, it's still on my main desktop. Whoop. Okay. So I'm going, where's my path? I'm going up here, and then this branch, which is very important for the build, I'm doing it from this row. And then I'm going up and back and around to get that. Just making sure I got my short term ready. Because I do want a passive along that, and it is very important. There we go. Oh hey, it's a spirit shield. Energy shield. It's an energy shield. Spirit shields are the shield type for mono magic classes. The int only shields. Yes, they can block swords just fine. Thanks for asking. How do they work? Magic. I don't entirely know how gems work, per se. Like, why we have these little crystals that you use. Strongbox. That we slot into. What's your story? With a new random part. No, I want it. Don't want some magic. Was hoping to re-roll it entirely. I'll just deal with the Ice Nova. Oh, you're still alive. Go away. I want chromatics. Am I holding that? That I know why I'm holding. I think. No, I don't. Those must be fat-fingered. Goat Head, don't care. Sherpo, don't care. Kite Shield, don't care. Tower Shield, neat, don't care. Replace my zombies as I yawn. Replace my zombies as I yawn. Wait. Normal Goat's Horn, don't care. I have 2 rare ones. What'll be my next one? I think my next one type is Quartz. This is a decently complicated layout for the Graveyard Cave. Generally the place is a little more obviously linear. Why did I do that like it would be faster? I don't have anything that makes it faster, damn it. How many frames? How many frames have I dropped? 1500 ain't too bad. 1%. Some stutter at some point. CPU's fine. My FPS is fine. Been live for half an hour. Okay, before I go that way, seeing as I do have so many branching paths, I might as well check out the branches. Flicker striking assholes. Stop that! Flicker Strike is a fun skill. As you saw, it's a blink slash where you blink to the target and then slash them. It has either a massive crit modifier or a massive damage modifier, I think. But it has a cooldown associated with it. But there exists the frenzy charges, which are things you can get from support gems, curses, passive tree passives, high string charm, and the like. Driftwood Scepter. Yay, scepters. Yay, puncture. Puncture the target, causing a bleeding debuff, which will be affected by modifiers to skill duration. Punctures works with bows, daggers, claws, or swords, of which I have none. That's okay. I will put it in my box. Slave Girl. All Flame, distilled from naked ambition and unfettered obsession, the All Flame emanates a silver and warmth like no other, and engulfs those moths full enough to embrace it. Nice. We have frickin' Greater Light Flask. I think that will... Oh, that's definitely better than a medium. Quick, someone do math for me. Actually, I don't need you to. I know the Greater Flask is definitely faster than that medium one. Which will be good, because I did need a flask upgrade. Because, bleh. Okay, let's fill out the little bit of map I haven't yet, and we'll go bring the All Flame to Fairgraves. Vine Circlet. Oh, that's still the basic one. Dude. Another chromatic drop. Nice. Kinda wish this, I'm gonna have to go get a new whap. Are we up to 5 projectiles? Nice. Has it always been 5 projectiles and I'm dumb? Probably. Coin! Coins are important. By me, firing lightning, running around, walking around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. I'm not gonna bother walking all the way around that. I can teleport. Hey, Fairgrace.
My Allflame, my blessed, damned Allflame. Oh, you want your moment of firelight now, do you? Unfortunately, necessity is what it is, and for the Allflame to give life, it must first be kindled with life. And since suitable kindling is in short supply around these parts, I have little option but to make do with what namely, you.
Oh no!
Please understand that as a gentleman of honor, pains me greatly to do this.
Okay. I didn't think he attacked you while he talked. There's no penalty for dying on normal. When we get to Cruel and Merciless, you start losing experience when you die. Actually, this isn't a hardcore run, so that was a death for demonstration. So let's go actually kill Bear Graves. Get your crappy little raging skulls out of here, man. So Bear Graves can summon raging skulls.
And that's how you die properly, sailor boy. No half measures, thank you.
He has a ghostly summon raging skull, and which were the little things right there that had life bars for a second. You can't actually target them. They are essentially invincible. I think the only thing that can hurt them is reflected damage. And he has, I know he has Spectral Throw, but don't remember if on normal, which he doesn't return in Cruel because they changed how Cruel works, but on normal, I'm not sure if he has multiple projectiles for it or not. Which Spectral Throw is like a physical range, is like a melee ranged attack, where you pretend to throw your weapon, and it just creates a little ghostly one that flies out, and then flies back in. Let's get run fastly. So, yeah, that was a thing. Shame, that. There's a reason I got all this dialogue out of the way. To the Cavern of Wrath. To Merveil's Caverns. To Merveil's Caverns, so we can turn around and immediately go to Lion Eyes Watch. Let's go home and manage our inventory before we finish this. Here's Elrond. We'll talk to him during lore dump. Vestal.
Fairgraves was a good man, a fine explorer. He opened the door to...
Leave her be, and we can only hope that she continues to return the favor. If you must take your chances with the siren, then have this. It may be of some help. But please, know that you don't have to do this. Tarkley and I are getting used to having you around.
Oh, she cares. Arc is bad. Well, Arc isn't terrible, but I don't like Arc. Essence Rain, Scorching Ray. Scorching Ray is fun. I heard Essence Rain is good. If you're doing summons, Flesh Offering is important. It's essentially when you have a giant pile of corpses and you don't need more zombies, you can still use them for something. Tempers with Swiftness. Grants minions additional buffs. Cool. You said Arc is bad. It's like a really crappy Force Lightning. Although there is a skill that I would say is more like Force Lightning. But Arc is one shock that bounces between dudes. It's not projectile, it just chains. Firestorm is good. We've seen Ice Nova from skills. Firestorm we've seen, but it's the fireballs from the heavens rain down upon my foes. It's actually pretty good. Oh, let me pick something. I'm a lightning character, I'll take the lightning one. Now, do you have something I actually care about? And you just didn't offer it. Bond I don't care about. Bone Offering, which makes your minions more durable. Searing Bond is good if you're doing totems. I do not want Storm Call. Power Siphon could be good. Because I don't use my wand for much. But if I ever feel like pewing something, I get boons from it. I get a power charge. Power charges increase your crit stats and your spell damage. So I'll probably grab that. I have slots for it. Boop. And we will just have that replace our left click. Killing strike. Okay, that's nothing too new. And then chance ignite, unbound ailments, increase duration. Don't care about that. Don't care about minefield. Melee splash. Nope. Nope. Increase critical strikes. That's one that might be important. Now that I think about it. So, yeah. I will slot that away so it can start getting levels, even if I'm not going to actually use it yet. We're to the point that I don't have enough dexterity to use most things. Here's multiple projectiles. I was hoping for Pierce, but that was it. Wait, what? That's Orb of Storms. Storm Call. Oh, okay. That's the circle the shamans were using on us. Summon up to 50 animated weapons at a time. Lightning Tendrils is the Force Lightning skill I was talking about. We're using Spark. Okay, so yeah, we don't have access to the one I was really wanting yet. That's fine. Go ahead. Cash these out.
Take care.
Come here to my... Nope, not my guild stash, my normal stash. Green! You're green. Muns! Mun. Flasks. I don't actually plan on using Arc, so I'm not actually gonna put it anywhere. It's red and blue. No, do I want to save that Sapphire Ring? I actually do. I'll save it in... I'll go ahead and put it in 2 for now. We'll see. Tarkley, do you have anything for me? No. Go ahead and pop this. Quest complete. Which way do I want to go first? I'm wondering. These are... See, I want to start going this way, but I'm not going to worry about actually picking up Whispers of Doom itself yet. This is damage over time, chaos damage. I don't do chaos damage. So we're going to come down and pick up Mind Over Matter. 30% of damage is taken from mana before life. I have more mana than I know what to do with, and I think this build is going to be fairly mana efficient. And that just means I'm turning this 270 mana into an extra like 90 health. Which will be important, right? You want to plot at me, I don't want to get plotted at. So, time for... Spoopy. No, more crappy ghost dudes. Go away.
Welcome, husband. We knew in our hearts that you would find us. Come, Doresso. Ambrosia and Amarissa must meet their father. Come, my love. Return to your family.
Ambrosia and Amaressa, daughters of Merveil. Phrasing totally wasn't hinting at anything. Oh no, Spectral Bowman! Ghostly Bow! Well, let me... Did I get a power... Yay, power charge! Boo, I didn't get another one. Yay, power charge! You can't, I want another. I want another. I want another. No, that's it. I want another. Yay! With 3 power charges, that is my max currently. So each one is like plus 40% crit rate, and ow. I don't know. I just wanted to grab it, so my basic attacks weren't completely useless. Scroll of Wisdom. I accidentally autoed that guy. Not used to wearing my headset this long, like this. Throw lightning bolts down the narrow tile to victory. Hey, look, there's Amaressa. Totally wasn't hinted at before. And no, Merveil was not happy with us with killing Amaressa, the daughter of Merveil. And remake some zombies. I'll chug a potion. I want to completely clear this dungeon. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I totally came up here and highlighted my power charges like you could see them, and I forgot my face was in the way. I'm sorry. You can have up to 3 power charges. Each one increases your critical hit rate by 40% additively. They also increase your spell damage by 4% by default additively. There are passives in the perk tree that give you more power charges. There are items that give you more power charges and increase the effect of power charges and causes power charges to last longer. This goes for every kind of charge, not just power charges. There are also frenzy charges, which make you... I'm talking fast again. That make you attack and cast faster, and there are endurance charges, which make you take less damage. It's like a flat less damage, not increases your resistances. It's a, you take 20% less damage, or 5% per power charge, or endurance charge. There are skills that give you endurance... Excuse me. There are skills that give you endurance charges. There are a couple passes in the perk tree that can give you endurance, or that can give you charges in general, not many. There's some uniques, Brainpart, Shatner Pause, that can give you charges through various means. Like, one of the popular ones is your crits. 100% of the time, your spell crits give you a power charge. Those are really good. That's a really good one. Have that on, what do I have that on? Oh, I had that on the beta version of the beta version of the Fire Templar I was gonna make. If we didn't do Fire Templar for the first character. If we did Fire Templar for the first character. More ice shrines! Hooray! Not my favorite shrine type. Stop! Another Greater Life Flask. I didn't actually... Give. Put in pocket. Put in the bag! In the bag! It's in the bag. The Siren Screaming attack is actually a Nova style attack that's pretty large. Spoopy. I think you're playing a male character, those apparitions are female. Oh, hi Ambrosia. There's Firestorm again. Ow. Her daughter! There's, let's see, what are you? Squats? Ow. Oh, shit! Can't move. Oh god, why? I'm gonna finish that thought in a second. I don't want anything to do with those puddles. Those are terrible. Woo! Woo! As a squat sergeant, I didn't get to see the rest of his name. He actually started kicking my ass. And while it's fun making names out of those guys, I don't want to die from actual death during an actual encounter. I can't slide that one as I was being silly. In that, like when I was showing you Fairgraves' conversation. Oh! Maybe the reason Fairgraves attacked me immediately was because my minions attacked him. So I guess Tereso isn't going to get to meet Emarissa or Ambrosia. A shame. Carb ones are going to be the next tier, aren't they? Yeah, 13. Okay, 15. Yeah, those are. It's not bad. I just. What, 14%? 15%. Actually, I'll go ahead and do that. I didn't realize that this one wasn't magical. Nice. Level up. Deidre standing. Neat. 5% of my against enemies can have an additional curse. That's really good. That's not bad. If you wanted to try to get 4 curses on someone, that's an item that can do it for you. By default, an enemy can have 1 curse. There's a universal passive that I showed off that lets enemies have another curse. That was a chromatic that dropped directly. That's pretty rare. The prestige job I'm going to go with has a passive that'll let us have another curse on top of that. And then you have Deidre standing there, which could let you have 4 curses on somebody. That's a lot of fun. What are you gonna do with 4 curses? I don't know. This build would struggle to put on 4 curses. I would have to do... Look at all this money. It's a shame gold has no value, but look at all the pretty coins and the nice vase. Vase. Let's go to Merveil's lair. This is why this stream is rated at 18. Ow, 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 ow. You sure do resist elemental. So do your swords. Also one of the few entities in the game that can resist chaos. Stop! Merveil, why? I should actually try to dodge. Merveil's pretty. Yeep. My projectiles don't hop your gap. Stop, stop, stop. What shocked me? Do your basic attack shock? Let me check some potion. No, no, no. Stop, stop. Why? Oh, please, can we please go to phase 2? I'm gonna bounce those off that wall. Because you can do that. Ow, ow. Alright, alright. Ow! Go away, swords! Begin the kiting! Oh, thank God, bodies. So, I came into this without any zombies, and oh boy, did I regret that. See, what's nice about Phase 2 is you get the crappy little dudes that you can refill your flasks with, and I'd be really sad if I didn't get to Phase 2. I mean, I'm not using a good spell right now, with, like, no damage mods to it. There is potential for this to be awesome. I don't have that potential unlocked yet. Okay, I can't get multiple casts in per lightning warp, that makes me sad. Woo!
Poor fishwife. It was love that did this to you.
Yay! 9. Oh, I don't have... Wow, I still have the base 14 strength. You don't have any color, shit. I don't have the strength to use a primitive staff, although I really want to. Greaves, don't care. Those are really bad gloves. Crap, you didn't drop me shit, Merveil.
Duresso gave me the gem, kissed me, promised that he would be by my side forever. I sang for him. I sang for Oriath with his gem at my throat. Khaleesi's gem. Khaleesi's voice. I sang in her echo, performing arias that had once made the Empire weep. I listened to Khaleesi's lullabies in my dreams. I gave myself to her music, mind and body. Duresso left me for San with a promise to free me from Khaleesi. I begged him not to go, tried to show him the wonder of my transformation, the beautiful daughters he would soon meet. He couldn't see. None of them could see. I fled from their hatred. When Duresso returns, I will cast his cure away. I will teach him what true love is.
I don't remember who Khaleesi is. She's important, but I forget when she comes into play. Alright, that is officially the end of Act 1.
There's still some life in this twitching corpse of the continent.
And now we have started Act 2, but we should probably get to town before we go... before we say we're done. Let me keep sagging my chair. I should sit properly. So monkeys! We are now fighting monkeys! Welcome to Diablo Act 3. And by that I mean... Path of Exile Act 2. Or, I don't think this one is as bad as Act 3. Ooh, Court Scepter. It's a shame I don't do anything with those. Be a decent find for this point. I mean, look at that, 20% increase elemental damage? Damn! Yeah, I definitely need a break though. I need to make myself some lunch. Haven't eaten at all today. It's like 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock. People complaining about other games in chat. Yeah, that's important. Applies your points. Yay, that gave me 7 energy shield. Shield's gonna be important. Energy shield, HP, and mana, because I'll be using mana as more HP. There's a reason I'm focusing so much raw health, and it's not just because this game starts hitting like a truck. I mean, that is a thing, but that's not why I'm focusing it. Kind of going out of my way to try to get almost, but not quite, as much health and energy shield as I can. It plays into the theme that I'm going to be going with. Although that theme will not get rounded out until the middle of Act 4. And even then, it may not be good. Level all those up. Let's see, do we have 6 sparks yet? Still 5. Find the forest encampment. Like we know what that is. Tarkley might mention it in dialogue. He might have mentioned it in the go to the forest quest. Oh no, my zombie died. What will I do without my zombies? Oh look, they're back. Sparks! Sparks for everybody! Spell Echo is great. This build won't be using it. I don't think at all. I'm not. Not in the cards. That's totally a viable land over there, and I can't teleport to it. It's sad. I'm sad now. Let us go weep. Decent gauntlets. Huh? That was okay. 2 crits in a row. Power siphon better. Whap. I think, depending on if I roll high or low, I think my power siphon can one-shot the monkeys with the better wand, because my crappy wand is crappy. Hands are a little shaky. Anyway, I just pressed W like this was a WAS game. That's a power siphon button. Part of the reason that am I getting some projectile speed? Is that a deals lightning damage for additional projectiles? No, not any cast speed or projectile speed. Wow, really? 2 guys? There's usually like 5 here. That's a guaranteed spawn as a part of the this module for getting to the forest encampment.
It runs east and west of here. To the west it passes the bandit woman. Camp, then turns south to the sea. But you say it is now blocked? I have seen a strange thing in the rock by the South Pass, like one of Krust's carvings, but of stone. You should go look at it. What has been closed might be open again.
And while we're here, we'll talk to Yina.
I am Yina, keeper of the spirit. Are you a kind exile, like Eremir? He is good to us, helps us. You will stay and help us too, yes? A beast hunts us in her dreams, a great white beast, tortured and maddened by bad men, a long time gone. She will come here one night to tear, crush, and eat. Her pain tells her to. Find the white beast and end her pain before she shares it with us.
Yina is our second Nessa, except I don't have any, she hasn't unlocked any of her recipes yet, because I haven't done a quest in the zone yet that would give me recipes.
And so your path leads you here, Exile. Be careful where you step. For as one foot leads the other, so too does each foot leave its mark. A trace of what was, a guide to what will be.
Thanks.
I will see you again.
Thanks, Navali. Oh, so you Groost?
I am Groost. I hunt
He is
more,
Groot.
hunt to feed my people. You are not a friend to us. You'll need to run faster than more.
I like Roost. He's a simple man.
Travel far.
I have seen many an exile come and go, into the forest or into the ground. You seem different somehow. Different good, different bad, it's hard to tell at this stage. The name is Eramir, and for now you have the benefit of my doubt. Those bandits you've encountered out there, they're the dregs of Oriath. And with any foul broth, the nastiest chunks bubble to the surface. The lords of Larceny, Oak, Creighton, and Alira, the self-appointed monarchs of the forest, Creighton in the east, Alira in the west, Oak in the north, and this village, this tribe, we pay their taxes. I would never venture to say that life in Rayclast is easy, but with those three gone, well, living here might just become possible. Keep your wits about you.
Also, Groost is our muscle store for all things armor and physically stabby. Not sure if I want to. They're not 12. Yeah, I'll do that. I've been using these for far too long for my taste. In you go. Those are the level 9 gloves. Is access to... Oh yeah, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm not sure if he... Do I have another red? I don't have another red. What is that? Oh, that's Molten Strike. Okay, I don't care about that, actually. The rarity of items found is nice and all, but I've gotta keep track of the stats that matter, yo. Mason went that long without getting an iron circlet. So that 10 is currently counting for 17. Yay! Wow, am I seriously already up to 70% more?
Exiles.
Shut up, Goose. Freaking energy shield? 5 intelligence is 1%, so there's 20% from that. Huh. What is it giving me? Oh, just wearing body armor gives you the minus 3% move speed. I thought that was only heavier body armors. That's unfortunate. Getting closer to my energy shield almost being more than my actual HP. That'll be a good time. Yeah, and cast out my stuff, and then we'll begin lore drop in frickin' Act 1. So, Pupper card? I want to see Pupper card. Pupper card! So we're going to start the lore drop. If you don't care about lore and here for gameplay, this is going to be it before I call it either a day or at least take a break. So, we're going to be having a lot more actual waiting as opposed to the semi-important waiting that we just finished with getting ourselves introduced to Act 2. Instances reset after being empty for 8 to 15 minutes, destroying any connected portals. Barring that, town portals work just like they did in Diablo 2. They allow infinite outs and infinite ins, except for the creator, who only gets one in.
I thought you were a fool for seeking out Merveil. A fool in love with death. Now, I don't know. Still, you've delivered this coast from the terrors that long held sway here. We may now find some respite, and that's more than any of us could have hoped for. But please, consider this. What have you become when even nightmares fear you?
Good question.
While we
Quite the lady killer, aren't you? That
singing squid didn't stand a chance. Knew it from the first time I saw those sharp peepers of yours. Pirates notwithstanding, I thank you on behalf of all the fallen brethren of the waves. Now that the final cadence has been played, no one need remember Merveil's song.
Damn me. I didn't think it possible.
Why are you so angry?
How many souls Merveil and her brood have consumed over the years. You've done right by those that are dead, and by those who still might live.
Who's ready for some dialogue? Let's start with. Actually, no. We'll go back in reverse order.
Welcome.
I believe you have some. Not okay. Just your stuff.
Founded by Marseilles Lioneye as a supply station for his campaigns against the Carnal. In its day, Lioneye's watch could be defended by just a small garrison of well-armed legionnaires. What I got? A handful of starving criminals with driftwood clubs and rusted hatchets. The Eternal Empire has some right nasty leftovers. Whether it's something in the air or in the water, no one stays dead in Rayclast. Not the first time. It can take a little while, but sooner or later corpses wake up and go looking for breakfast. Rowers? Overgrown chickens with a murderous streak. If you're not careful, they'll talon your guts out and snap them up like big fat worms. That said, be sure to rifle through their nests if you get the chance. Rowers are like magpies, attracted to what shines.
Hint for that quest.
Though they might look like your eye, behind those eyes there's nothing but darkness and hunger. Whatever's got inside those folks is not even close to being human.
As we've seen when we kill them and a ghost hops out of them.
That hat Bestel wears? Saw him pluck it from the real captain's head right before the cannibals barbecued the poor bastard. Waste not, want not, I suppose. Yes, Bestel's got a gift for telling tales, but I'd never call him a liar. The truth's always in there. You just have to listen for it.
As we've seen, Vessel's seems like a pretty sharp guy, shrouded in the veil of a fool.
Nessa's the one keeps the rest of us from losing our minds. To be honest, when she first arrived, I didn't think she'd survive more than a day, 2 at most. She's been proving me wrong every dawn since. Heard a bard once sing that the fairest flowers bloom in the foulest places. He's bloody well right.
Come in.
There's many a way to die in Rayclast. Most of them are mercifully quick. If you get caught alive by the goatmen, you'll wish by any god you believe in that you hadn't. I've heard some of the more superstitious exiles say there's a deity these goatmen worship. Abarath, eater of agony. Sounds like a right bastard, if you ask me. So if the goatmen hand you an invitation to go have dinner with the cloven god, tell them where to stick it.
We might miss the conversation they might have had about Brutus and Chevron.
I've seen many an exile pass through Lioneye's watch, and many more that simply pass on. Those letters are my way of keeping track, of remembering. Oriath might want to forget us all, but I'll be damned if I will.
Here's the importance of those.
That medicine chest you found, it'll do more than you might think. The medicine will run out, it always does, but Nessa won't. Give that girl a sliver of hope and she'll carry it to the end of the world. Why would piety go and cut us off from the interior? Thankfully, I don't have it in me to know what that witch thinks. But I reckon you'll work it out, once you've lowered Chevron's barricade for us, of course. Farewell.
And we'll go ahead and do Bestel.
Marseilles commanded the southernmost of the Eternal Legions, here at Lioneye's watch. Why was he called Lioneye? Crazy fool had his left eye taken out and a golden-hued gem put in its place. His head must have made quite a pretty adornment for King Golem's belt.
So we put gems in equipment. The Eternal Empire of old put gems in their people. So I don't know. I don't remember enough about gems to know the consequences, the differences that causes. That's going to be a big focus in Act 3, if I remember right. So we might find out then.
Poor Nessa. Not even a mother herself, and yet she cares for us all. And what a sickly, pathetic brood we are. May she live to have her own family. A real family. If anyone deserves that, Nessa does.
Fucking Tarkley dry firing his bow.
Tarkley, rescued from the waves. A stricken Bestel, fate slain. From fallen crew and broken bark, Bestel lives, thanks to Tarkley.
Good job, Bestel. You tried.
Aaron, the Merry Goldscock, washed up on the rocks over yonder. Dead as a doornail he was, buried him myself. Then, a few days later, I see him on the beach. A little worse for wherever, upright, shuffling about. A man full of disturbing surprises, this Rayclast.
Sounds about right.
Piety's raised Chevron's barricade. Not that I was likely to ever make the trip inland, but it was nice to have the trip. Hang on a moment. Got a stray thought seeking safe harbor. Piety's one to watch her own back, so she'd never cut off an escape route from possible trouble inland. The cunning witch must be able to lower that barricade from the other side, somehow.
That's it. Wisdom in his labs.
Tarkley's as good a man as you can find on this godforsaken coast. He has some wrongs to right, no doubt. What they are, I've never asked, and I never will. If not for Tarkley, we'd all be dead. I can think of only one reason why Piety would be here. She's interested in the sickness that pervades this place. The corruption that raises the dead and twists the wildlife into aberrations.
Nice cage. Nice white shirt.
Don't tell Tarkley, but they're the foulest fowl I've ever tasted. Still, exiles can't be choosers.
Hey, food's food.
The Merry Gull ran aground on the tidal island trying to escape from pirates. As tends to happen here in Rayclast, her crew met a far worse fate. Cannibals. Tarkley pulled Bestel from some hideaway in the wreckage. The ship's only survivor. Whether the ordeal fractured his mind or whether it was just in his nature all along, it's clear that Bestel sails a different course to the rest of us.
Yeah.
We live, we are blessed.
Yeah, he's a little obsessive worker. Alright, now to the mentors. People I've been avoiding talking to because, oh god, they can be wordy sons of bitches. But they're really neat. They got their own league for a while. So they have a reputation system. As you do their little side quests out in the world, they gain reputation. So you get more reputation, they give you more benefits.
War will be the savior of Rayclast. We must take the fight to the corruption. We must conquer the Black Spirit. There is no other way. Where is my army, you ask? They are scattered across this land, oblivious to their calling. Exiles, Karui and Oriathan both. They will rally, but only if we give them cause. For now, let us content ourselves with a pact between two warriors. My wisdom and my armor, on the understanding that you serve Tukohama, father of war, when you can.
It's gonna be funny.
On your own, you will survive. With others, you will conquer. Good timing, warrior, for I have just now completed some armor that I've been perfecting. A particularly willful spirit he was. Strong, but not very cooperative. I would appreciate your opinion of it, and of the others I have forged recently.
I think at rank 2 they open up their shop, and he sells really nice physical stuff. If you like hitting things, I don't hit things, so this is not useful for me. Do you have a named one yet? Nah. We'll do a secondary dialogue in a second.
I've but one purpose in life now. Defend the last vestiges of faith in this god-forsaken land. Well, can't be completely god-forsaken. He sent you and me here, didn't he? Now, I've a few trinkets lying about that might be of use to you. Adornments imbued with what little faith I can muster in this accursed place. That said, the more corruption we smite, the more faithful I'm likely to be feeling. I can make some damn fine baubles when my divine ire is up. In the meantime, let me know if any of my current pieces catch your eye.
I feel like he's confusing faith for magic. A little bit. I don't blame him. He sells Fizz magic hybrid stuff. Yay. The next Act 2 has the Ranger Pure Dux and the Witch Pure Mag Masters. Masters don't care about what class you are. They're just kind of personality differences between them and what their natural bias for gear is. And each one has a crafting station that they will give you access to. And I think eventually of some form. And that crafting station differs between them. Like Elrion here specializes in accessories and Haku specializes in armor. So that's where those come in. Elrion, what do you think of Haku?
Haku's a damned heathen who worships trees and ghosts. Never ceases to amaze me how we, God's children, excel at deceiving ourselves.
He doesn't like Haku.
It is good to see you. There is a fine line between belief and madness. Elrion does not even know where that line is.
Haku, I would call that neutral. It wasn't aggressive, it was just kind of a comment on on the way the man thinks. Doesn't necessarily like him, definitely has probably a negative opinion of him, but it's not actively throwing out insults per se.
The ancestors possess the knowledge of all Karui. Every man and woman who has followed the way has carved their life's wisdom into the meeting house of the remembered. Yet the ancestors cannot tell me how Kitava's tyranny might end. Only that it will, if we who still can, stand against him. It is in this hope that I choose to live. Hope is my fortress, and from it I wage war against Kitava's slaves. Yet I am but one warrior, one man who chooses to serve the Karui way. Perhaps there will be others. Perhaps even you.
Not gonna happen. I do not like the Karui God or their traditions. It's just kind of not in my MO. Elrion I can at least make fun of because he's zealous to the point that it's comedic. Not so much Haku. He's kind of a boring tribal. Anywho, that will do for this session. That's another hour and a half of Path of Exile for me to put on my YouTube, which is fantastic. For those of you who tuned in, my chat is empty, unfortunately, but hey, maybe in some of my secondary chats because people don't want to make Mixer accounts. We'll be thanking you for tuning in, as I said, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.